Good afternoon. This is Miss Ann coming to you with another video, and it is the last 2 foot Jungle Book centerpiece that I'm doing, and same steps, cutting out just that little white part to match up with the centerpiece, so I can match them up, make them larger. Okay, and let's just paste them together, put them together. But you got to make sure that you put the right part on the, put it together correctly. Right now I'm using that glue again, the wet glue, the Aleene's glue. And I have this little spout thing doing it so I can just put a little bit on at a time. And this is the way I put it together instead of using the double-sided tape, which can mess your centerpiece up if you're not precise with it, okay? So right now I'm going to go ahead and put that together. That's pretty easy to do. You just got to follow those little lines, go in on it. A little glue right there, but it's okay because it can wipe out. It dries clear. Okay, it doesn't stain your design or anything like the tape would. Make sure you press that together really well. Go ahead. Yeah, he was in 3 pieces. The bottom half of him, the top, and the neck, and then the head. Like I say, I have to work on getting that done a little bit better. Okay. I know I wasn't down further enough. I got to work with that camera and that overhead stand a little bit more so I can get the whole thing there. So I'm working, you guys. I'm trying. And I'll get it. Trying to line that up just right. That angle was a little weird at first, okay? It took me a few minutes to figure it out. And never put glue on there before you do it. Try it first to make sure it fits. Never put glue on it, because that will mess up your design. Being careful not to go over a little line. That's perfect. Now I have to figure out how to put that down there again perfectly. Okay, there we go. It's a little lines in there that you line up with. Just kind of find them, like at the top and with the body, the little lines there, little black lines, like at the top. You want to match those up as much as possible. Then that's your guide there. I'm gonna smash that down. It only take a few minutes for that to dry. Trying to angle him on there, still not. It's kind of hard to see, with the thing above, but I'm doing the best I can. We'll get it. Okay, now he's all finished. I think I had only one of him to do. So, okay, now I put it on the foam board. And from there, we're going to do the little crazy cuts because I don't want to go in with that blade that deep. Okay. I don't want to go in there with the foam board. So those extra pieces that can be cut off. Maybe scraps to use for something later, or, I usually toss them because I have so many of them. Okay. And believe it or not, I used to do this, cut everything out with that little blade. And sometimes those blades go dull really fast. So you don't get that nice, clean cut all the time. You have to keep changing it, so I had to stop using that. So the foam cutter, I found that to be much easier. So we're cutting all that out. It was kind of awkward cutting it out because of how big it was and the shape of it. And my table wasn't as big as that, but like I said, I'm gonna have to change my table. So when I do things like this, I have more room to move around, to show more of what I'm doing. But I hope you guys can follow along with me. Okay, like I said, watch your hands, okay? Keep your hands away from that wire because, like I said, the wire is very hot. And those little bitty cuts, you got to really be careful. You want to make sure you get all that out. I kind of like, out of all the different characters, I think I like this tiger best. I don't know why, I just do. Even though he seemed the most difficult one sometimes, especially when going around those whiskers and everything, and you got to make sure they're taped down, they're down good enough so that you can, so you won't be missing anything. I think I did a pretty good job there. Gotta make sure that it's glued down. Actually, it's kind of relaxing going with the using the foam board, cutting around that foam board. To me, it's pretty relaxing. I like doing that. And like I said, it's not gonna always be smooth, so you have to go in there and buff those little rough edges out, just to get a clean cut. Getting around that tail area is kind of difficult. You see those pieces that I missed, so you just go back around there and cut them off. You can also, like I say, buff it out to get it a real clean cut. Came pretty close to my hand, right? My thumb right there. So like I said, you do have to be careful. And there he goes. And he is a nice size too. He may not look like it, but he's a really nice size. He's pretty big. And there he is. And I have both sides of him. I have to measure that stick to see where I want to put that stick, so that it won't be, it won't stop it'll fit on the base. That's what I'm talking about. And it still got a little height to him. Just a little bit to keep him off the ground. So right here, I'm putting my double-sided tape on it. And I do reinforce that where I'm going to put the stick with the double-sided tape. Also, I'll go in with the glue, and the hot glue, and then I go in again with the hot glue and finish it up to make sure my centerpieces stay tacked. Now, around those little things there, you want to be real careful because you can break, okay, because they're really thin. So I'm being very careful, but make sure it's on there so that it will tack. Okay. Sometimes you got to go over it 2 or 3 times. And I'm keeping it from the edge. Okay. Sometimes you have to stand up and do it, you know, just to make sure you're going around, because sometimes they're so big that you have to stand up and do it, even like putting them together. A lot of times I stand up so I make sure that they're even when I put the back to back together. And I really like the foam because when I mail it, it's not that expensive, especially when you go through Etsy or a post office. It's not that expensive to mail because they don't weigh anything. They don't weigh a lot, period. I had quite a few in the last batch with the base, and it was like 2.5 pounds or something like that, which is not bad at all. Yeah, sometimes that glue gets stuck, the tape gets stuck. Like I say, it's good to have two of them because you don't want to stop every 5 minutes trying to get to fix that tape gun. Okay, they're going with the hot glue, and this glue gun acts up. When I get back next from my trip, I'm gonna go ahead and order me another one. I don't know how many glue guns I had, because this one likes to, you see it's burning in front. I have used that one a while, but now it's acting up, so now I gotta get rid of it, so my glue is not coming through. So what I usually do when it does that, a lot of times I just put a new glue stick in there, and that'll help. But for some reason, I don't know, I have trouble with this thing. But this will be my last time using that one. I am putting in a new one on Amazon. I already have it on my list to order when I come back. Okay, yeah, sometimes you just gotta change the glue stick. I don't know why, but that happens too. And I'm a type of person, I hate when things, well, I'm sure everyone's like that, but when things don't go my way or I start acting up, it irritates me. So then I was like, okay, I'll replace things in a minute. Okay, when you act up, I'll replace it. So this glue gun here, it's gone. It is in the garbage. Put my hair in the way. Trying my best to get that glue out of there. Like I said, that glue gun is in the garbage, okay? It's going to the garbage. Because you shouldn't have to fight like that to get the glue out of that thing. Yeah. You know what? Like I said, I just used it till the wheels fell out. That's all it is. Because I've been having that one for a few years. So it's just time to replace it. And that's why normally I usually have two of everything, because I know I'm going to need it eventually. So now I'm trying to put that together, make sure it's on there correctly. Like I said, just don't put it down until you know that it is lined up, okay? Because like I said, that glue is hard to, you know, sometimes you have to open it back up. But it can cause a lot of problems. So this time it did work out for me, so it's cool. And I like it because that foam board gives it a 3D effect. I like that. So I'm going around smushing it together so that it will not come loose. And I did pretty good with those edges, matching those edges up. And that was the whiskers, all that. And I did pretty good putting that together too. You just have to find out where to cut it. Okay? And I try not to do no more than 2 or 3 pieces. 3, sometimes it'd be 4, but you know, like I said, it really depends on the centerpiece and design that you're using. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We have more videos coming of different things, not just centerpieces. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.